Hey everybody, welcome back to Ragnarok. I am standing here in front of my finally fully mutated griffin, and I don't really understand why the colors that it decided to give me for this particular beast was a dandelion, but that's what it decided to give me. It's called Wyvernivore because I've been feeding this thing a steady diet of premium wyvern meat since the thing was born. Pretty cool looking, pretty happy with it. I got my mutations and I got them maxed out because wyverns and death worms over there in the desert, which I went to go kill a couple of too, give outrageously high amounts of XP, and I was able to level these things up very quickly. Same thing with my entire army of Dinotherium that I tamed, bred, slightly mutated and leveled up for the boss fight, which is what we're going to be doing today. Because I was kind of taking an inventory of this lovely map here, you know what I mean? I was looking around, and I kind of realized that there really isn't much else for me to do on this map. I've cleared all the caves. I got some really good tames. I didn't tame a bison, and I didn't tame a drakeling. I don't really care very much about pyromanes or dreadmares or any of that stuff. I've got loot drops falling down around me of all types and shapes and sizes, different colors and all that, so it isn't really a big deal. I could get gear. It's kind of falling out of the sky. I gotta tell you, this map is, it is a beautiful map. And it is also probably, out of all the maps that I've played on, this has been the easiest ARK experience I've had by far. Like, this was a cakewalk. Minerals and resources everywhere, equipment falling from the sky, literally. Some really, really good dinos. You know, I tamed this griffin to be able to knock out tame creatures, and I haven't even used it since, I don't think. Honestly, well, I mean, I used it to knock out, what, the Spinos and the Baryonyx forever ago, but I never really used it for anything else. Same thing with this garden. I've been in here maybe a half a dozen times, but since I quit taming things, it doesn't really matter anymore. I don't need it anymore. It's just kind of been useless. You know, so the game has basically been playing itself on this map. Like, it's not been challenging in the slightest. The hardest thing about this map so far was building this base, and after that, everything's kind of been a breeze. We're gonna go and fight the colossal ice worm, NUNATAK, or whatever it's called, I think. Or wyvern, I guess, not worm. I always get those two mixed up for some ridiculous reason. They both start with a letter W, so, you know, that's great. But yeah, we're good to go. I guess what I could do, for those of you that don't know, what a Dinotherium is, I guess. The way you tame it is pretty neat. You've got to get it beer, because it's a horrible alcoholic, and you pretty much play a little game of red light, green light with it. Honestly, why don't I just go and do it? You know what? We're gonna do that. So let's go and find a Dinotherium in the wild, see if I can find one alone, and I will demonstrate the proper taming methods, because it's brain dead easy. The hardest thing about taming one is finding a good one by itself and getting the beer, because beer takes forever to make. I think on non-official, or what is it? I think official servers, without single-player mode on, it's like, I think somewhere around 12 hours in game time to make it, so it's kind of ridiculous. See if I can remember where I can find these things at. I remember where I tamed mine. I guess what the closest one would be, maybe up this way. Or you know what, actually? The green obelisk over here I've actually been using to store all my artifacts and everything, so I mean, we're gonna end up over there anyway. So I might as well just head that way, because I know a lot of them spawn in the fields up there, so we're gonna go over there. I'll show you how to tame these things, and I guess we'll just get carrying on with the boss fight. This is gonna be a pretty short episode, probably, so if there's anything you wanted to see, I apologize if I didn't get to it, but yeah, I'm not really doing much else besides kind of sitting in my breeding chamber over there and just kind of waiting for dinos to be born and to grow up. It's pretty boring. I've kind of just been watching videos on my phone while the game plays itself. And I haven't even really used any modded creatures yet or anything, really. No Bombardier Beetle, no Monolophosaurus, no Tyrannosaurus. Haven't used any of the Paleo Gigas for anything. I think, yeah, there really hasn't been very much that I've been doing, you know what I mean, with modded creatures. This has all been basically vanilla, like what's in the main game. Dinotherium being from ARK Editions being the closest thing to a modded creature, but it was added to the main game, like forever ago, so that doesn't count anymore. Oh well. Alright, there's a few of these bad boys down there. You can hear them sniffing. It's because I got the beer in the bottom right inventory slot there. They can smell it. That's how you know that they're interested in what you got. I don't know if they'll freak out and attack me. I'm kind of hoping they don't. Maybe I can isolate one. The level doesn't really matter. I'm just performing the demonstration here, but kind of wait for it to pay attention to you. We might have to boogie here if I'm not careful. This guy, I think he's the taker. Maybe both of them. You gonna attack me? Oh, he doesn't like me. Okay, so what you're looking for, essentially, is either his trunk to be curled back beside his tusks, or his ears to be pulled back. So this guy doesn't like me. That one back there does. So, yeah, I'm just gonna back away. I might end up actually having to kill them. Yeah, he's doing his thing. It's better to do this whenever they're isolated, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. If I shoot one, they'll all attack, and then I gotta fly at a render distance, which might be what I end up having to do. But who knows? Oh god, you're being attacked. I was gonna say. I replaced my shotgun, by the way. Pretty nice. Super duper effective now. Once again, I'm a murderous machine of death and destruction. Alright, come on, let's go. Come here, you. You. Pay attention. Alright, here we go. Are you gonna do your thing? Alright, let's get lined up. There we go. And what do we got here? Alright, ears are down. Trunk is neutral. Now you gotta wait for 3 animations. There's 3 that it'll do. And you have to wait for them all to go by in completion. So do that little wide head shake thing. You'll see the ears flap backwards. And you will see sort of a real subtle trunk wave. That one's kind of doing the same thing again, but you gotta wait for 3. That guy back there doesn't like me very much, so I don't want to stay back. And once they've done 3, they'll be your friend. All 3 of them are kind of doing their thing. They all seem pretty happy with me, so maybe I can get away with all 3 walking in here. Once that middle guy... Oh, he's coming. Hello. Okay, well, you're gonna be a problem. Well, that's a problem. That's alright, we'll blast you. Shouldn't have done that. Alright, so we'll do this a little bit less friendly. Yeah, I can outrun you, you can't catch me. You know, unless my griffin decides to stand still and not help me. That's gonna kill it. That's what it's gonna do, it's gonna kill it. It's easier to do this when they're by themselves, like I said. Alright, now I'm gonna fly at a render distance here. Or at least go away from it. Once it stops following you, I think you're good. Or it used to be render distance. I think you just have to wait for it to get bored. Yep, there it is. He's really mad. I shot his friends. He'll get over it. They'll respawn eventually. Yep, still coming after me. Still. It does not want to give up. Very angry. That's alright. I can wildly outrun it. That's fine. We'll take off into the hills. It'll get stuck on trees and rocks. It'll be fine. Alright, there he is. Does not appear to still be mad at me. So there is a chance that he got over it. I will see. If he starts sniffing, we're good. Yeah, okay, he's sniffing. We're alright. I just need to wait for this thing to finally be okay with me again. Alright, it's alright. You don't remember me at all. I know. Hallucinating. Kinda looks like you got some hell of a sideburns there you got in your face. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, trunk's good. Ears are good. That's 1 animation. Want to wait for 2 more ears flapping. I think that's another one. And we got 1 more. 1 more full one. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna give it 1 more just in case. And there we go. And to completion. Alright, let's go in. We should be good. He should just take it from me. Nope, he's just gonna stomp me. Okay. You annoy me. So... that's how you tame a Dinotherium. There you go. Hope that was a very enlightening experience for you. So now, let's get on with the show here. We're gonna fly over to this obelisk, which we already have all of our stuff on. We're good to go. Leave this guy sitting back here. You can just have beer, I guess. Now, the hardest thing about getting these Dinotherium that I have mutated onto this platform is going to be, how can I cram them in as close as humanly possible so that they all actually fit? It's gonna be a tight squeeze. As you can see, there's the colors that I got for it, though. It started out pretty good. I didn't fully mutate it because I don't really feel like I need to. But check that out. That is pretty cool, you know what I mean? Bright red eyes. I know these aren't, like, the best thing to bring, but they were the easiest thing that I could find at a good enough level. I actually just stumbled across, like, a 150 in the wild while I was trying to tame Tyrannosaurs for this boss fight. So I got it. We're good to go. Now, like I said, the hardest thing is going to be getting them all on the platform here. We're so close. I feel like I'm so close. If I had a Rhino, I could get it in here. How many do I need to drop out yet? I still need to drop 2 more. Oh my god. They should fit right here. You telling me they don't fit? There's 1. Okay, come on, give me 1 more. Maybe I could walk it off the edge. Here's the thing, by the way, in case you were wondering. They're, able to move omnidirectionally. March over all these rocks here. They got a really cool looking saddle, right? And they got their roar buff that they do. Here we go. This is how we do it. Dinotherium Cannonball. There it is. Right there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Couldn't have done it any better myself. All right. That'll be good. Oh, and it fell right in. See? Just the way that the Lord intended. Exactly how we want it here. All right, and like I said, I didn't realize this, but this portal can be opened without needing every single, like, apex drop on the map. There's a lot of artifacts, I know. It's basically, I think it's 8? No, 9, 10 actually. Pretty ridiculous. They recently made an adjustment, if you didn't know, where they lowered the amount of Basilosaurus blubber that you needed, which is really convenient because I only had 14. I was really not looking forward to having to go out there and hunting those things down, but thankfully I didn't have to. Wildcard took care of that for me. So let me make sure you are on, yep, you're doing your thing, you're on attacking target. How about nope, I don't want to enable mating. I would like to actually make you a little bit more aggressive. We're gonna set you to neutral. I'm gonna set this, change these here, neutral as well. I'm going to copy all these settings to nearby. Dinotherium. They do have a pack boost right there. There's 19. Don't do it. I was gonna say, resist the urge. Okay, let's get these guys on their thing here before this becomes a problem. So yeah, let's open up the portal. Let me actually find the male first, because that's the one that I'm gonna be riding. I want to make sure he's roaring. I should have named him. That would have been such a smart thing to do. Good thing I'm not one of those kind of people. You know, smart. That one's only +3, so I think the male might be right here. This is the male. We're gonna name him. We're gonna name him Honky Boy, because he's honking with that big old snoot right there. All right, let's get to it. Save as always, because you never know. I lost it already. I'm surrounded by trunks. I don't know where I'm going. I've immediately lost where I'm going. Oh my god, this is terrible. Dinotherium, Dinotherium, Dinotherium. Honky Boy, there it is. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, here we go. This is gonna go really well. I'm super well provisioned, and I think we're gonna be fine. Probably not. We're all gonna die. Alright. And all 20 came in, right? Yeah? Alright, here we go. Custom music, here we go. There we go. We're facing the complete wrong direction. Although you gotta go that way. Yep, that's the valley down below. Here we go. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, boys. Alright, let's go. Out into the field. Sorry about knocking your trees down. I apologize. Profusely. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. We're under attack, we're under attack. There it is. Alright. Alright, let's get going here. We'll just make them aggressive. Just have them attack. Just have them attack. These guys, we should be good to go, right? Should be good to go. I just gotta get NUNATAK to come down here. Oh god. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, what is going on here? I hope we do okay. I might end up losing here. Oh god, we're ice spearing. We're ice spearing. Alright, get attacking, get stomping. We're crushing the worms. I know that. You know, it was playing a custom soundtrack for a second there, and then it changed its mind, I guess. Oh, aren't you glad that they made it so that you couldn't bring flying creatures to this fight? Did you know that? I bet you did not know that. And we're gonna sit here and lose all of our health while we're patiently awaiting for it to land. Yeah, they're all gonna die while we wait for it to finally land. Worst thing about this fight. Come on, dragon. Get on the damn ground. This is like the Manticore when it came out all over again. Don't make me go back and bring the Dinosuchus to this fight. You don't want to smoke with a Dinosuchus. Alright, how about this? How about this instead? There we go. How do you like them apples? This how we gotta do it? Land. Come on, land. Oh my god, it finally landed. Go get it, T.A.C. Go and get it. Go and get it. Come on, surround it, surround it, surround it. Get over here, get on the thing. Surround the damn thing. Oh my god, it is doing so much damage. Come on, get on here. Get it, T.A.C. Boy, that hurts. I was gonna say, that really is very painful. Oh god, this thing is definitely kicking my dino's butts. Not doing lots of damage, but we're doing it here. Okay, well that was terrible. I did like no damage at all. Oh my god. Alright, it's back again. It's on the ground. I feel like I'd be doing better just shooting the damn thing. All of my dinos are very, very, very almost dead. I mean, it's definitely a really big boy, I can tell you that right now. There we go. Dinotherium are dying. This is gonna be how we end up losing this because the thing won't land. Alright, hell with it. Well, there goes the last one, I think. Oh, there's one more yet. still. Oh, it finally landed. Now that the very last one is dead, it has landed. Isn't that something? Well, that's a shame. That's very annoying, I gotta tell you. That is, like, outrageously annoying. Yep, we're dead. That was the end of that. Well, that was a very exciting thrill ride. Yeah, I don't think that could have possibly gone any worse. Yeah, that's just, I guess, the nature of flying bosses is that they, spend more time up in the air just doing laps around you rather than actually being on the ground so you can fight them. I know Dinotherium probably weren't the best choice. They were really tanky, might have made a good support role. Maybe I could have brought some Rexes or something like that, but as it stands right now, I have, like, negative interest in rebreeding all those dinos again. I kind of didn't think I was going to win, more or less. I just wanted to take a look at the boss and kind of see what all the fuss was about. It was definitely something. And like I said, I'm not going and doing all those caves again, so if there is a rematch with that boss, it will not be done legitimately. I can tell you that right now. Maybe I might bring the Dinosuchus from, the island over here, bring a couple of those, breed up an army, level them up, and take care of business. But as it stands right now, I think that's probably going to be it for Ragnarok. Like I said, this map kind of... I like the map. I do. I think it's the best looking map they've made by far. I think that it's very easy to get started on, and a lot of the creatures are really good, but at the same time, it felt really easy. The Wyvern was definitely a tough time. That was a tough one. Colossal Ice Wyvern, definitely rough. It felt like I was fighting something that had millions of health. Like, I was standing there stomping it, watching all them numbers, and I didn't see that health bar moving very much. All that coupled with the fact that it wouldn't land, very, very frustrating. So yeah, I think with all that said and done, I think that's going to be it for Ragnarok. I don't plan to make very many more videos about this map, if any at all. With the update as the Ice Wyvern there, I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with Valgrero. Maybe they'll make some, like, oversized Mega Raptor the end boss. That'd be pretty funny. Or, like, some crazy Giga, maybe. Or, like, an Aberrant Giga. That'd be cool. But yeah, like I said, with all that said and done, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here. Like I said, this was great. It was a lot of fun playing it up until the end game. I had more fun playing on the map than I did actually doing things on the map to completion. I hope you enjoyed the series so far. Sorry for those of you that were hoping for a triumphant victory against the Ice Worm, but not really Ice Wyvern, my god. One of these days I will learn the difference between the two. But like I said, sorry for those of you that were hoping for a fantastic victory, as we've been seeing from the other bosses that I fought with my tames before. But there really isn't much of a reason to win against that thing. Really just taking a look at it was all I needed to see. So, hope you liked the video. If you do, like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Good luck fighting it with something better. Probably literally anything would have been a better option. If I would have been smart and brought like 4 of them, and then a bunch of Rexes instead, or Dinosuchus, maybe I would have been better. So that's been Ragnarok. Hope you're having fun playing on it. I'm looking forward to Valgrero when it releases. I'm super pumped to see some teasers for that whenever it comes out. Really looking forward to it. With all that said and done, like I've been saying, hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. And I think I'm going to call it an episode here. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, I hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.